Why did we not hear from you until parents started to bombard the school board?
Well, first of all, that is not accurate, because ever since we started coming with the strategies that we needed to be able to provide our school district to meet the accountability, we have been informing everyone. First of all, it is very important that the school board meetings that we televise every week are seen, because during those board workshops that we provide, we give a lot of information out to the public. Second, the emails that you're receiving directly is because when we discovered the information was not getting to you, we wanted to make sure you received it. We count on the catalyst of information within our district to transfer the information to the different stakeholders. Just like we count on you to take the information back to your schools and your teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not do ourselves any favor with taking misrepresented information and sharing it with others. It is very important that you take the right information and you share it. That's why I'm here. And Dow and Helene can tell you, I got here May 4th. I still remember the date. We met May 10th. And the first thing that I said to both of them is, when can I meet with the representatives of the union at the school sites? Why? Because it is you who are there with your teachers, providing the information and being the catalyst of information. I not only count on this being one session, but the beginning of many. Why? Because this is going to be the best way exactly to cut the rumor mill and the control what's being said out there. Because this rumor and half of a truth will divorce a marriage. And we definitely need to make sure that half of a truth does not take place.
Are you over here? Okay, listen. This one I think boils down to this, because I've heard it over and over again. I'd like you to provide research that shows that departmentalization in K through 2 has been successful in raising
The first thing is, K through 2 departmentalization is not the requirement of the district. The K through 2 departmentalization, is a school site decision. The only requirement, it will always be a school site decision. We have never, or will we never, departmentalize K2 from a district perspective. The departmentalization is a 3rd through 5th grade initiative. First of all, we had 79 schools in our district that were departmentalized in 3rd through 5th grade. The schools that were not departmentalized were the ones that are transitioning into the new initiative. A lot of the schools had 4th and 5th departmentalized and just added 3. Some had a version of departmentalizing in 3rd through 5th using the Project Child format, where the teacher actually looped. Most importantly, the other districts, ladies and gentlemen, are now departmentalizing their elementary schools. Because with the next generation standards, and we have 7 schools in our district that, due to a grant that will be being revised in the upcoming year, we're not able to do that. And when you go visit those schools, the teachers themselves are saying, Mr. Hernandez, why can we not be departmentalized? Because, listen, because with the next generation standards, imagine if we're having situations with a lot to do, and you're focusing on 1-2 subjects in a departmentalized format. Imagine if you have to focus on all the subjects and teach them all to its entirety, and attend the professional development for the next generation standards, which we have just superficially begun the training for. So, right now, our 2 districts to the south, as of yesterday, departmentalized 100 elementary schools in almost each of them, because they did not start that from the beginning. You should have read that in the article that came out in the newspaper. We proactively prepared for the new accountability. Imagine If we would have waited till all of the things would have been approved at the state board with regards to the accountability, knowing it was going to be approved, and now I had to make all those changes, or we would not have met those standards come this June, we would have been in a different scenario versus right now, what we're trying to do is to address the concerns, revise as needed, to be able to meet the needs of the students with appropriate solutions to the suggestions. You provide them to us, we look at them, we take them into consideration. If they're feasible, we immediately respond, and we put the request and the response in email to you. So please don't hesitate to send the suggestions in for improvement.
Thank you. As a union guy, I should read this whole thing and get you cheering and stomping, but then we wouldn't get any more questions in. So I just wanted to, I'll read the bottom line, the end of it that just says, do you understand that we are not happy?
And I would say to you,
Don't worry.
I would say to you, first of all, that is a statement that's coming from a sampling of individuals. But I have to tell you, listen.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will say to you again what I said earlier. If you have a suggestion or something academically that's being done that you would like us to look at a different format, we'd be more than happy to consider. Accountability is not an option. Educating our children is not an option. High expectations for our teachers, our students, our administrators, and our staff is not an option. We have a president, a secretary of education that has stipulated national expectations for education. And as we take our district to the next level, it is our responsibility to meet those expectations. And you know what? When you're surrounded by children each and every day, that's the smile that you need to look at that will change whatever feelings you have.